I'm the Reverend Russell,
My name's Tony.
and this is the Hardest Question video blog. And Tony, it's good to have you back.
Glad to be here. Sorry you had to go solo.
Oh no, it was all right.
Yeah?
Sometimes it's good.
And now we're outside. It's
Yeah.
like THQ al fresco.
Right. We tried THQ Alfredo, but the sauce
Little
did
thick.
not work. Yeah. So this is Ordinary 24.
Yes. We're winding up ordinary time and we're almost done with Mark.
Yeah, that's right. So
Mark's
this,
been good to us. This passage is like chock full of memory verses.
yeah, it really is.
There's a lot in there.
Yeah.
So what's your hardest question?
And not only memory verses, but contemporary Christian song lyrics.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bunch of hard questions in here. There's the classic. I always like when Jesus says, "Get thee behind me, Satan."
It's a good one.
Makes me feel better about myself.
Right.
But there's something I'm kind of curious about. If you don't lay down your life for the gospel, or you don't acknowledge me, that when the Son of Man returns, he will be ashamed of you.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, that he will get red in the face when he sees you.
Yeah.
He'll be
Yeah.
embarrassed. He'll
Think of other people.
he'll
Like,
scream shame.
yeah, I am ashamed of you, and then you feel bad, and you
It's
say
very-
you're sorry, and then you.
It's very parental. Well, I have a similar hardest question. When Jesus says right at the end of this passage about this adulterous and
Yeah.
sinful generation. So my question is, was Jesus implying that the generation in which he lived was more adulterous and sinful than previous generations or future generations?
Yeah.
Or is it like a rhetorical device that he's using? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's already shaming them by calling them
Right,
an adulterous and
sinful-
sinful generation, and like that.
Yeah, what, he's gonna be ashamed of him? He seems pretty ashamed
Yeah,
of him already.
right there,
Yeah,
right there,
right.
and that kind of phrasing is something that's obviously favored by preachers these days as well. Like, people
Right.
love calling this generation that
Right.
we're in now
Yeah.
a similarly adulterous and sinful generation. But like, if Jesus would have been plopped down in 1460
Yeah.
in the Holy Roman Empire, would he
Right.
have said the same thing?
It
Or
probably in some ways might have been a little bit. See, right, the temple's been destroyed at the writing of Mark.
yeah,
The temple's been destroyed. The future of Judaism is sort of in question. Without the temple, how can the faith continue?
Yeah.
Sort of like, so there probably are people, living in this Roman Empire. They probably seem very adulterous. That it's time like.
So you're not saying that the gospel writer put these words in Jesus' mouth ex post facto,
Well,
are you?
that
That seems to be a bit of a cop-out,
Yeah.
as opposed to, at face value, we say Jesus said them. Like, what's the challenge then?
Well, I mean, I think we need to interpret it, from behind the text, within the text, and in
Okay.
front of the text. Those are all valid levels.
Okay.
Okay. So, anyway, I think, yeah, why? I think he's trying to. Yeah, that is a good question. What is he getting at?
And the angels thing.
Yeah.
He's going to come back. He'll be ashamed of you when he comes back in the glory of the Father with the holy angels.
With the holy angels.
Angels?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, he's coming back. See, the thing is, like, when he's just hanging out, when he's fully human, maybe he's not that ashamed of being next to these scruffy guys. But when he comes back with his angel friend,
Then
he's gonna
really,
be then
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
be
be
like, "I don't know you
"Look,
people."
I do not know. They seem cleaner when I was here before. I swear.
Right.
It's the angels.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus is fronting when he comes back. The
Yeah,
angels.
maybe like they're his conscience.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the most important, like the plain meaning of this text is that you don't understand what this sacrifice means, and you need to be willing to give your life for this cause.
Yeah.
And if you aren't willing to give your life for this cause, then you don't get it. And
Right.
You're on. Yeah.
You're on your own.
Yeah. But the language might cause some difficulty, and the shame thing, man. Wouldn't this be a nice time to talk a lot about shame? Because I don't know if this is true in your congregation, but there might be some people in your congregation that deal with the issue of shame.
Yeah, right. and then to drop this on them like,
Yeah.
and you know what Jesus sets up is something it seems like we're destined to always fail at. Like deny
Yeah.
yourself and take up your cross and follow me. Like I was pretty good at that I think last Tuesday, but
Right,
I've been
yeah.
pretty sucky at it since, you know.
Right.
So I guess he's going to be ashamed of me.
Yeah.
It's
What profit me if I gain the whole world but lose my life?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a difficult text, difficult one to preach on, and we wish you
Yeah,
luck.
a lot of good stuff in there though. Let us know how you preach.